Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the action here at Farnham Golf Club. It is the English Under-18 Championship, and as you can see, things are really starting to heat up quite a bit here. Lottie Woad, the home favourite, is 8 under. She's actually further on. It says she's through 11, but she's actually further on than that at the minute. She's one group back, well, two group backs from this group at the minute, which is Harvey G, Charlie Ward and Faye Wheatley. We're at the 14th, it's just running on. It's got to go up a bit of a mountain of a hill. Will it have enough pace to get up that slope? Yes, it does. It just holds as well. Fantastic stuff. It's tricky, isn't it, this one? I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but this green is literally just split in two. If you land at the bottom, you've pretty much got to get a ladder to get up that green.
You want to quickly mark that?
Yeah, get it marked before it rolls back down again.
Don't put any shade on it, will you?
It's got to be one of the steepest greens I've ever seen. Look at it. We're going to move the camera around now so you can have a little look at that. Look at that. Just the right pace on that.
We'll take that.
Have you been following this group?
Yeah, it's my boy Charlie, yeah.
Oh, how's he going?
He's all right. He was 3 under through 11 and then dropped 1 through 12, I think.
Is that for today's tournament?
For today, well, both, because he was level overnight.
All right,
so,
great.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
So we'll be seeing him tomorrow then?
Yes, fingers crossed. A few holes to go yet, but it should be all right.
Yeah. Fantastic.
That's looking at 5-6, isn't it now? So
I think so, yeah.
Plenty of space.
Of course, top 14 ties, if you're watching us come back tomorrow to play 36 holes, where we will crown our champion tomorrow evening. Oh, what a shot that is. That's how you do it.
Nice to see you at a different event other than the 2020.
Yeah.
For us, I mean.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Charlie. Look, I was going through the tee sheets and seeing, oh, I know that player, I know that player.
Yeah, you must know. You'll get to know them all now at this level, yeah. Doing the rounds.
Yeah. Stop, slow down. It's just going to run right to the back, isn't it? Like I say, it's a very tricky green here. You've got to get it onto the top tier, otherwise it could be a 3, even a 4 putt if it goes wrong.
I remember this green in practice. I really don't.
He probably chipped in then, did he?
I know he only played it once. I don't remember it. I remember him maybe taking a putt and just seeing how quick it was down and won the other way.
Quite got the pace, has it, unfortunately? lovely stuff. So Herbie G, Charlie Woad and Faye Wheatley here. It's going to be Charlie Woad up next. Lovely stuff from Charlie. Oh, lovely stuff. There we go. Let's this group move on to 15, shall we? Just coming down now behind them, Matthew Dodberry, Rosie B. Kim and Mark Dickin, and then we will have our feature group of Lottie Woad, Reece Stewart and Maggie Whitehead. You will see a mountain of people coming down the 14th fairway here very, very shortly. But we, of course, as I always wish everybody well. Harvey G, Charlie Woad and Faye Wheatley just finishing up on 14, moving over to 15. So yes, welcome back everybody to Farnham Golf Club. It is the English Under-18 Championship. It is live here at Farnham Golf Club. Let me tell you what's up for grabs then today and across throughout the entire tournament. 3 days in total. We'll be back live tomorrow for you. There's a cut at the end of today as well. Top 40 and ties move through tomorrow, where they will have to play 36 holes, and we will have one champion at the end of the day. Will it be a boy? Will it be a girl? 66 boys and 66 girls teed it up. Started yesterday. Here we are. They've all played again today, but then we drop down to 40 and ties tomorrow. Lottie Woad, the hometown hero, is currently the leader at 8 under par for her 2 rounds so far. She is on 13. She's behind this group that you are looking at right now. This group, delighted to have, is Matthew Dodberry, Rosie B. Kim and Mark Dickin, just coming down 14 at the minute. And oh, has it? Oh, I thought that was just going to bounce out. Unfortunately, it hasn't. Let's just, yeah, the approach has been played, haven't they? So let's just pop the leaderboard up onto the screen for you so you can have a little look for yourself at how things are standing. It's a combined score, of course, over the 2 days so far. And for a long time it was Zach Little sat at the top. He was clubhouse leader for a long time, obviously still the clubhouse leader at 5 under par. Elliot McGregor, he was out the very first group of the day. He was out at 7:30 this morning, shot 1 under for the day. He moves to 4. Jensen Forrester, he's out a little bit later. He's out one of the final groups today as well. He's going very well, isn't he? 3 under in total. Ben Lovard as well, shot level par yesterday. He's 3 under in total, tied 5th. George Wright as well, gone very well. He's also 3 under, as is Jack Bigham and Charlie Woad, who we've just seen. We've just literally, in fact, we were talking to Charlie Woad's dad a minute ago as well. We're no strangers to Charlie Woad. We've spoken to him a few times on another tour that he's played in up north. And the maturity of these players is just exemplary, and the standard of play. I'm so sure, I'm so confident that we have filmed and spoken to at least future tour winners, and are pretty confident potentially future major winners as well. The ball lands right in front of us as well, and not too bad a place to be. Not if you're a cameraman though. So I'm just going to go through Lottie's scorecard so far. She started with a birdie at 1, a birdie at 4, birdie at 5, birdie at 7. I mean 4 under through the front 9. Actually stuck a blob in, a bogey at 10, but then birdied 11 as well. Now obviously it just takes a bit of time to update, doesn't it? She's behind this group, so she's actually through 12 as well. She's probably through 13, has probably teed off here at 14 as well. As we wait for the monster barrage of people to appear at the top of the hill there. And I'm not exaggerating either. There's a lot of support for Lottie Woad here today. And boy, oh boy, is she playing incredibly well. It is a home course, of course. She knows it incredibly well. But you've still got to do the business, haven't you? And she's certainly doing that. So hello as well, wherever you're watching from, do tell us, do comment below. We can see the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Now don't forget, we're going to be back live with all the action tomorrow as well. 36 holes each player will be playing. At the end of the day, we'll have one champion. Oh, and that one looks a little bit wild, and it's gone into the rough foliage at the back of the green. That might actually be potentially a bit of a lost ball, that one as well. So here come the two guys. I didn't actually see where it ended up. There's one here. I'm gonna just see if there's any chance of getting any eyes on it or anything at all. It came flying over, and I'll tell you what, where I'm stood right now, there's nettles or anything. Could be anywhere, mate. How's it going out there for you today? Yeah. Yeah, I would not fancy playing out here. I didn't hear it land though. No. Yeah. I got a feeling it's probably right in there somewhere. Obviously, all the golf means, yeah, once she gets to the ball or the area where we think it went into, you've got 3 minutes to find it, and then you have to take the drop. And she did play provisional though, so we will get things moving quite quickly from then on.
Does yours have like a blue speck on it? No. It might, I don't know.
Oh, there's one here as well.
If I find it, do I have to play it?
Yeah, I think so. You could go back on the line. There's one there. You want us to look for it?
I don't know. It's the first.
Out there, we have found a couple of balls in there, but we're not so sure they're hers. And of course, you can imagine there's probably been one or two going long here. Now do stick with us as well, because I can see the crowds are starting to gather at the top of the fairway here. There's going to be a barrage of people soon. This is Rosie B. Kim here. She had to play provisional out. Come back, come back. They're also joined by Mark Dickin and Matthew Dodd-Berry here at 14. Group behind is Lottie Woad, Reece Stewart and Maggie Whitehead. Oh, shot. Go on, go on. Oh, a lovely shot again. So if we're looking at top 40 in ties, it does mean actually if you are +5, you will be making it through at the minute. Great stuff. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Right, Leon, if you come down towards me, and actually maybe if we go down a little bit further here, if you look up onto the course, there's a plethora of Woad warriors coming down the fairway, and we've been joined by Luke Bone as well. Luke, there you go, head pro at Farnham. Now, first of all, what is she on? Because last time I looked, she was 8 under.
Yes, she was 8 under, and I'm afraid she had a triple bogey on the 12th.
Ah.
So back to 1 under for the round, 5 under for the tournament, still right in it.
Absolutely.
Got snagged up in some of this long rough on the left-hand side of the 12th hole, and I think maybe bit off a little bit more than she could chew. But yeah, she recovered with a par on the 13th and is in good shape on this hole now.
I mean, I was chatting with Leon actually in the clubhouse and the chaps there, and we were saying, look, if she shoots under par today, that's pretty good going, isn't it? It's 4 under for the day yesterday. But of course, 12. I mean, there's still a lot of opportunity for her today, isn't there, as well? We're only at 14.
Yeah, we've got par 5 here, par 5 to finish, and she's got a good advantage off the tee positions on 16 and 17 especially. So, yeah, she just needs to. Oh, she's regrouped well. The old saying, 1 shot at a time from now on, is the one.
Yeah.
She got a long way to go here.
Yeah.
Seems like she steadied it a little bit on 13, as I said. So we're calmer again. I actually missed the the triple bogey on 12 because I was chatting to someone up at the halfway hut. So maybe me
So
not
it's
being
your fault.
there. It's my fault.
Is that what
Yeah,
you're
it's my
saying?
fault.
So there you go, Lottie. When you watch this back later, it's all Luke's fault. We must also mention, of course, Reece Stewart in this group, and Maggie Whitehead going very well as well. Last time I looked, she was 2 under and right in the mix as well.
So yeah, so Maggie had a great birdie on the 12th where Lottie had the triple. So I believe at 2 under for the tournament now. And Reece is holding on. He's not making the putts, but he's holding on within the cut line. So yeah, he's digging in.
Yeah, I've just had a look at the scoreboard, and last time I did it was +5 will just about squeeze you in at the minute. Tied 38th, of course. It is top 14 ties go through to tomorrow. So
yeah, the scoring's not quite as good as it was yesterday. We've got a firmer and faster course with an interesting wind. Oh, Lottie's just laid up short there as well, so she's got a nice chip up the green. She doesn't look very happy with it though.
I've seen a lot of people do that actually. I mean, this too, let's just talk about 14 as well, because my word, you need a ladder to get up that slope there, don't you?
It's a big slope in the middle of that green, and a big slope actually a similar size on the front of the green. So there's 2 ways to play it. I prefer the running option, running it up the tier. The really brave ones can maybe land it on the top, but again, with these firm greens, I'm thinking running option's the best.
Yeah.
It's a great sight, isn't it?
Oh, I'm just taking a picture of it actually. You can't see on camera because it's not facing me, but I'm just taking a picture because it looks
just
wonderful.
gone over the back, but she's findable, so she's okay.
Funny enough, we've just followed the 2 groups beforehand here at 14, and we did see quite one go quite very, very long actually. So long, in fact, we couldn't recover it.
Oh no.
And it's punishing here, isn't it, at Farnham? You know, the grass is long, and in fact, I think it was you saying, wasn't it, the other day, that the course is actually in almost perfect condition because of the rain we've had. We've had just enough rain. It's just lush, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's as high as it will get.
It was the rain in May, followed by the sun that we had, and the heat we had in June. It's just perfect growing conditions, especially for the long stuff that doesn't get cut as often. So the greens are in fantastic condition, but the rough is thick, and it's a tight course. Small greens and firm greens make it play even smaller. So just like Maggie's shot there, landed on the bottom tier, but actually has run all the way up to the top, into the rough at the back.
So Luke, you're Lottie right now. That's your shot. You're down at that bottom ridge there. What club are you picking out?
So you've got to take something with a bit of loft because she's at the bottom of the first ridge. You can't just bump it into that bank. So pitching wedge, gap wedge, maybe shut the gap wedge down a little bit. Lottie will be the one who knows best than we do. So
it's actually quite a hard shot though, isn't it? Because
very
like
difficult.
you said, you can't get too much height, then you risk not making it up to the top tier.
You've got to get enough height to go over the first bank, and then because it's coming up a tier, it will then chase up. I'm expecting anything within 10 feet on the top deck to be a good shot here.
How's her mindset been after that trip, or is she just head down, forget about it, move on?
So Lottie expresses her anger or emotion. That's fine. I've no problem with that. But then she shuts it off after that and doesn't let it go on to the next shot or the next hole. So
it's the tiger rule, isn't it? You've got 10 seconds, and then you've
got to walk it off.
Reece out. Reece Stewart.
See, there's that low one.
Get
Bit
up,
too much
get up.
check.
That's it.
Yeah, he's got it up. That's the danger when you play in a bit of loft. It checks. Yeah, it doesn't quite make it up the bank.
Get up. Stop. Hold.
She's got to run and get a marker on that quickly because that is right on the edge. I would be moving a lot faster than that if I was Lottie.
Lottie knows this place like the back of her hand.
She does.
She's confident.
Good. Right, we're on the top deck.
Right, so here we come to Maggie Whitehead now. She's got putter out, it looks like. it, catch it.
That was tough. She had backswing issues there, didn't she?
Yeah.
Long rough behind.
A little bit surprised though. I think there's still enough backswing to get a wedge behind it.
I think what she's looking at is the slope on the other side. She's taken 6 out of the equation now. Take your time, Reese.
Yes.
Yes, good
Lovely
five.
stuff.
Yeah. Left her more work than she wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah. Just to settle it though a bit. Fantastic stuff. Now, Luke, let's head over to 15. What I normally do in these situations is run over to the players and grab a quick word of them, but I've got to be honest, I daren't do it right now. I think we'll just let them play out.
There's a lot of tension in the air, isn't there, already? I know. So we've got another 36 holes of this to go tomorrow, which I can't believe. I'm not sure my heart can take it.
I have to say, the crowd as well, it's wonderful to see a crowd, but how respectful they've been, how far back they're actually standing as well, just to give Lottie, Maggie and Reese a bit of breathing space, because Lottie's, we know Lottie's story, you know, we know she's got the potential to go a very, very long way, you know, as have all of the players in the field. But for Maggie and Reese playing with Lottie, that's added pressure for them as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Tiger Woods effect, isn't it? You know, as you know, he used to have command at every tournament he played in. You know, his playing partners would sometimes be overshadowed, but the respect that Lottie shows and that the crowd are showing here is fantastic. It's not putting too much pressure on them. I don't think these kids notice it anyway, to be honest.
We'll stand out the way anyway,
Yes.
let Reese take his shot. So par 3 here, 15th, isn't it? 208 for the boys.
Yeah, this is a very, very strong hole. The new bunkering on this hole has made it aesthetically fantastic, I think. The 2 short right bunkers. And then a little knoll on the top left. It's a good long iron par 3.
188 for the girls, I see, yep. Shout of 4 left there from Reese. Mind you, we've got the thumbs up down there though.
Yeah, it looks like they found it.
So here comes Lottie. That's a great shot. Oh, that is a wonderful shot.
Wonderful.
Get that round of applause as well. 30 opportunity there.
I'd be guessing that was a 5 iron if I was to hazard a guess.
Just to copy that, Maggie, that's what you need to do. Another wonderful shot there. And she did just that.
Yeah, followed Lottie in there.
Perfect. We'll walk down with this group as well, just let them go ahead of us. I imagine, of course, Lottie's very familiar with this. It's a lovely hole actually as well, isn't it? Those bunkers,
They really frame it, don't they?
for us mere mortals, those bunkers look a bit fearful, but for these players, they're not even in play, are they really?
Well, certainly not the first bunker there, I don't think, but the one on the like close to the green there, if you don't quite catch your strike with your iron, could easily end up in it. Not the easiest bunker shot, especially if that pin's on the top tier, which today it isn't. It's on that bottom right, a little bit more favourable pin than it was yesterday, I think. Although where Reese has hit his, he's actually coming down another one of these tiered greens.
Yes.
And it's going to be quick.
Absolutely. Whilst we're just walking up to the 15th green, let's just pop the leaderboard back up onto the screen so you can have a little look. A couple of changes there, as you mentioned, Luke, with Lottie's score. Of course, we are following Lottie Woad, Reese Stewart and Maggie Whitehead. We're going to stick with them all the way to the end as well. It's day 2 of the English Under-18 Championship. There will be a cut at the end of the day today. Top 14 ties go through to the final showdown tomorrow, played over 36 holes. We're going to have one champion tomorrow, and you will see it all live as well. Wherever you're watching this broadcast from right now, you'll be able to tune in tomorrow and catch all the action. If you liked what you've seen of Farnham Golf Club, I can't imagine why you haven't. There is a link in the body of this broadcast taking you straight to the Farnham Golf Club website. Just click it and it will take you straight to you. You can find out a little bit more. And I'm sure you can book a tea time, can you, Luke?
Yeah, you'd have to form an orderly queue. We've got people chomping at the bit. Yeah, we have a couple of tea times available during the week, Monday to Friday, and they're getting snapped up pretty sharpish.
There you go. So if you want to get a tea time, get over there now, get it booked now. Also, there is a link to the England Golf website if you want to find out a little bit more about England Golf as well. In fact, there is the scoreboard over there as well. Zach Little went very well today, didn't he? Five under in total for the tournament. I think, did he shoot 4?
Yeah, 4 under for the day. Yeah, very good, especially in today's tougher scoring.
And of course, Maggie on the board as well. It's going to catch the slope, isn't it, and come down. Don't get too much pace though. Stop, stop.
Oh, that's very well played from there, though.
That's a tricky shot from there, isn't it, to
Yeah,
play?
I'll take that all day long.
He's got a very good chance for par here.
Crowd rightly applauding.
Lottie Woad for birdie. Go on. Not quite got enough pace on it.
They've done that a few times in this round. I think as the day goes on, the greens get a little bit longer as they grow. All three of them have left a good foot short occasionally.
Safe par though, and you can tell Lottie's frustration. She's angry with herself there. And here's Maggie Whitehead now, a chance for birdie.
I think any good player hates leaving a putt short.
Oh,
Straight in the middle.
fantastic birdie there for Maggie Whitehead. As the saying goes, Luke, 100% of short putts don't go in. That certainly wasn't one of them. Reese to save par. Go on.
What an up and down.
Fantastic stuff.
That's one of the best up and downs I've
for
seen.
Lottie, birdie for Maggie. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Tell you who I've been impressed today with, Ben Lovard, 3 under for the day. Started level par. Just gone a little bit under the radar, but there he is, right on the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, it's a good looking scoreboard, isn't it? I bet England golf are licking their lips. Both boys and girls in the top 10.
Well, it's what we want, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it just proves, actually, doesn't it, the settings, because it must have been hard to have got the yardage right. It's very difficult, isn't it, to make sure you're making it fair for everybody.
Yeah.
But it certainly is.
It's not a job I'd want. James Crampton of England Golf has done a great job, it looks like, with a real tight leaderboard at the top, boys and girls, and Lottie looked like she was pulling away from it not that long ago with that triple bogey. It's made it really interesting.
It certainly has. This is what we love about the game now, isn't it? Just chops and changes at every level. At this, I mean, this is elite level, isn't it, for the juniors? It really is. I can't believe they're under 18.
The standard that we've been witnessing, on the driving range or on the course is just fantastic. Just that up and down there. from Reese. I mean, that is as hard as it gets.
Yeah.
And, you know, to hold the putt after hitting that great chip, it's everything. They've got every attribute of their game.
You might not be able to see it as well on the camera, but Reese's shot, he was well over at the far side, but it's actually the gradient on the green, isn't it, that makes it hard. He's got to try and navigate it downhill and at an angle.
And the pin's only just at the bottom of the slope, and that's what was so good about it. He's actually stopped it level with the pin.
Right, here we are, 16, par 4. Reese Stewart on the tee.
Looks like it's going left.
So it's a good thing about having lots of crowds is everybody looks for your ball.
It's a really interesting point, actually. It's looks like he's reloading, though, isn't it? Maybe the crowd hadn't found it straight away. It's not good up that left-hand side if you go... It's okay to a certain point, and then you go too far left, and it's basically just thick undergrowth. Very difficult to find it.
I don't know who it was who put that tree there on the right, but what a nasty thing to do that is. It just plays with your mind, doesn't it?
Which tree were you here?
That tree down there on the right. What a nasty,
no.
nasty tree.
Well, you've got out of bounds right on this hole, and then loads of trouble left. It is tough. Interesting, Reese has been taking a lot of irons off the tee throughout the whole day, and then he's gone for driver on one of the tighter holes.
That's much better that time, I think. Right, we're going to head down. We've got Lottie and Maggie about to tee off. If you've just tuned in, welcome. You have joined us at a wonderful time. You really have. We're at 16, and we've got your leader, Lottie Woad, in the white shirt. Maggie Whitehead just birdied, cracking birdie at 15. She's vying near the top as well. It's a wonderful time to be here.
This holds a massive advantage for the girls because they're forwards with their tee. They can get it on the top of the hill here.
Right.
Straight down the middle.
Oh, what a shot that is. How far does it get down? A little bit left, but she's going to have to... She got a straight run at the flag from there.
If she's gone past that tree on top of the hill, then yeah, she can get on the green, and it's on the bottom tier of the flag, so she should be able to stop it. There's a bit of a backstop behind.
Right. Here is Lottie Woad. Oh, right. It's gone a bit right, Luke. So that's going to be a tricky shot from there, isn't it? It's right in that long grass over there on the right.
Yeah, you can see Lottie's dad running straight towards it, helping her spot the ball. Again, one of the advantages of a big crowd, always going to get a line on your ball.
And he's got it straight away as well.
Yeah, it's
just
not that
I'm
fun
up in
over
the air.
there.
That doesn't look as bad as we thought it might have done initially. And we know she's got the ability to get out of there with no problem. So let's just pop that leaderboard back up onto the screen so you can see for yourself how proceedings are panning out here. Day 2 of the English Under-18 Championship. It's what a day it's been, what a weekend it's been so far. Even from Thursday, hasn't it, Luke? Practice day, there was a real air, a buzz of excitement and anticipation, wasn't there? And then of course things got underway yesterday, and it's just nice seeing people out and about, and the weather's been glorious for us as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's the anticipation's been growing and growing amongst the membership, and especially amongst the organisers of the event, myself included. And once it starts, it just seems to just almost be over too quickly. I can't believe it's actually over tomorrow. All I'm hoping for actually is the weather holds again tomorrow. We have got a couple of showers maybe coming our way for the second round, but yeah, well, it's the same for everyone, I suppose, isn't it? So the competitors will have to make do.
Well, yes and no. we often see this when we do a lot of tournaments that are one-round shootouts, and the weather can almost change the course, can't it, in the space of half an hour. And if you're unlucky that you go out early, let's say, and it rains early and then it dries up for the day, there's an advantage to play at a certain time, isn't there? However, like you said, this isn't just a one tournament 18 hole, this is over 72 in total, so the very best will always rise to the top, won't they?
And the lowest scores tomorrow are all playing in the same group, so the people leading the tournament are going to they're going to be playing together, so they're going to be experiencing the same conditions. The only thing that you get if you have some favourable conditions and then some unfavourable conditions, maybe some of the leaders might get the worst of it. Depends on the forecast and depends when it comes in.
But if you have that lead, you manage the game then, don't you? You manage it, you probably play it slightly different, and whereas we've just seen with Reece there, you just said he's been playing a lot of long irons, perhaps for a bit more accuracy off the tee. Suddenly switched to driver, and
looks like he's taking a drop over here.
Not quite worked out.
I wonder whether he's just getting a bit frustrated and just decided he's going to just try and go for a birdie on the last few holes. But
well, I'm not sure what score he's on, but if you're over the cut line, you may as well just go for it, mightn't you?
I think he was right in the mixer. That's the thing. I don't think he was that many over, but obviously his strategy on this hole is driver. Taking a drop now.
I love those little seats, by the way. Gentleman in front of us.
Oh, perfect.
Aren't they great?
Oh. Walk along, and grab a pew.
Yeah, any way you like. Perfect, isn't it? And I think Lottie's called the rules official over as well.
Interesting.
Right, didn't it? But it sounds like it was a very good shot. Can't actually see it, but we'll go up and have a look, shall we?
Looks like Lottie has got relief. She's getting her driver out to mark something. I'm struggling to work out what it could be in that right-hand side.
Yeah, I don't know if you can just pan onto the ground just by Lottie where the ball is, just so we can.
Oh, just Dad's just informed us an embedded ball.
Ah. I think she might have picked it up by the time we get a chance to see it, actually. Oh,
Wow,
what a shot that is, my word.
what a shot.
We've got Maggie Whitehead over here as well. Oh, 3 wonderful shots there.
Oh, Maggie's just stayed on the top tier there.
Yeah, you just mentioned actually, didn't you? There's sort of the backstop there. If you can get a bit lucky, maybe get a bit of spin, roll it back. Look at this bunker here, by the way. I mean, if I get in that, I'm probably taking 35 to get out of it.
Yeah, it's synonymous with the rest of the course as well. You've obviously been around there. There's plenty like that. You know which ones you've got to avoid, and this is definitely one of them. Front right on 16 is deep.
And again, another green. It really undulates wildly, doesn't it? You certainly don't give anything away for free here, do you?
Well, it's interesting actually. There's big steps in this green, and a few on the back nine especially. But actually, the two portions are quite flat. So once you get on the right tier, you've actually got a good chance of holding it.
Yep.
There's not going to be much break, but it's getting the right spots to get your ball finishing on that right tier that counts. This weather's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it just? Definitely, yeah. Should have put some suntan lotion on.
You didn't sun cream up today?
No. I want it to be nice and brown for the camera tomorrow. No, it'll just be
Or a
red.
slight pink.
It'll just be red.
Touch the pace well there.
Yeah. So remarkably, after Lottie's drive, she's actually got a birdie chance here.
Just trying to work out how far it is. It looks about 10, maybe 12 feet to me.
Someone's just hit a stonking drive, haven't they, behind us?
Yeah, nearly up to the top of the hill there. Just on the semi-rough on the right.
Group behind us, Seb Cave, Madeline Smith and Jensen Forrester, who was troubling the top end of the leaderboard as well. Well, look at it, the deftest of touches from Maggie, and that's a pretty good shot, I think. I wanted to give a round of applause, but I don't know, would have been the only one. And you know when you go to high five somebody and they don't do it back.
I have this as right edge from this putt.
Come on, Lottie. Go on, go on.
Right in the middle. Right in the middle. Fantastic.
That is how you do that.
That was a quality birdie, wasn't it?
My word, not half. God, blimey, it's almost reached us. Right, we're going to walk around. Leo, if you walk round to the right, as soon as Maggie's hold out, then we can get to the back of the tee box. Yeah, solid par for Maggie as well, following up from that birdie. I'll tell you one thing I've been impressed with both, what I've seen so far of Lottie and Maggie as well, is they're constantly giving themselves opportunities, aren't they? You know, after that drive from Lottie, you might have thought, oh no, here we go, just get away with par if we can, just avoid bogey or anything, and away we go. And look, you're taking us through some vegetation, it looks like here. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
And
There's
that's how
Reece.
you do that. Local knowledge, huh?
Yeah, the girls are tenacious, aren't they? I think even when they have a bad hole, they know they're going to give themselves opportunities. Seems to like it.
So another par 4, 17. Luke, what are we looking at here? It looks quite inviting, actually, doesn't it?
I think this is one of the best golf holes on the course. It's actually a little tighter than you think. We've got trouble left, out of bounds right. Again, not really in the vicinity for these fantastic athletes, but it's a good drive followed by a good mid to short iron, depending on how far you hit it. And it's, I think one of the best holes on the course. This and 12, I think, are two of the real strong par 4s that we've got here.
Leon, stop.
That is arrow straight down the middle.
She's
Just
finding
drawing to
that
the
rhythm
left.
again, isn't she, Luke?
She just is so strong-willed, determined. Yeah, you know, she had a setback there. She shows her frustration and then moves on, and really digs in. It's something that you almost can't coach. She's had it since I met her when she was 6 years old, when I first taught her how to hold the club.
Blimey.
Another great drive.
That's another great drive as well, isn't it? You must feel a lot of pride. Look, I know obviously Farnham Golf Club does a court in the whole town, but you must as well. You just mentioned there, you know, you've known her since 6 years old of development. You must feel kind of a nice warm pride feeling inside.
Yeah, I do. I really do. It's it's flown by. Nick Woad, Lottie's father, actually helped set up the junior academy here as junior organiser as I came into my coaching career, and Lottie is a product of that academy, and we've got juniors who've come through the same academy, and even some who are still in that academy actually following this group today. So she's inspiring the next generation, and now I've handed over that academy to some of the junior coaches here as well, and it's just a lovely conveyor belt of talent coming through, and also actually developing the coaches as well, which we're really proud of here at Farnham.
Absolutely, absolutely. I have to say, I've had a lot of praise from parents and spectators about the club, saying actually Farnham hasn't had enough praise for the tournament that it's put on so far. So a big thank you from all of us as well, and no doubt everybody watching. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just the right challenge, isn't it, as well? And it's been set out so well.
Yeah, I think it's pitched perfectly for this event. We've got boys and girls, you know, at elite level. The length of the course really suits this age group, and the mixed nature of the event. And yeah, the event we put on, we just said we want to make it the best we possibly can. We want people to want to come back here. We want England golf to want to come back here, because who knows what this may lead on to, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's just whilst we're walking down the 17th fairway, let's put that leaderboard back up onto the screen for you as well, and just have a little look at how things are panning out. If you are just joining us, hello and welcome. Just to remind you, this is the English Under-18 Championship. It's the inaugural mixed gender event for England golf, and it's been an absolute cracker so far, hasn't it? This is day 2 of 3. 66 boys and 66 girls started this tournament. At the end of today, there will be a cut, and the top 40 in ties will go through to tomorrow, where they'll play 36 holes, and at the end of that, we'll have one champion. Playoff, Luke, what do you think?
A playoff on tomorrow. Oh, it looks like it right now, doesn't it? I think it could be any one of those top 10. Depends on the weather, again, as we said earlier. I really fancy one of these two girls to take the crown personally. Lottie or Maggie, they're both so good. They look so comfortable on the course, and on this course in particular.
I think Reece
I'm sure
went,
there's a few boys who are... Is this Reece, or is this from the 14th?
that's
Oh, no, look, Reece is down here, so yeah, this is from the other hole.
Oh, lovely shot. Look at that. That line was perfect, wasn't it? Just one extra bicep curl and that might have made its way in.
I really like the way you flighted that down. Played it. Even though it was with a wedge, you got it running in. Pins at the back. Knows the greens are firm. Doesn't want to fly it all the way. I love that. Lottie's gone the aerial route. Oh, what a good golf shot that is as well.
Oh my word.
This is an exhibition, isn't it?
Oh, this is some of the best golf I've seen. Now, I'm just trying to work out the score actually here, Luke, because as we know, we said Lottie tripled, didn't she, at 12, went back to 5, but then of course she just birdied, so that puts her on 6. Of course, the scoreboard just not quite updated in time. Maggie Whitehead, though, got 4 under through 15. Of course, we saw her birdie 16, so that puts her at 5 as well. So by my reckoning, we've got Lottie at 6.
Maggie birdie 15 and then she parred 16, I think, so she's still on 4.
Ah, there you go then. Yes, you're right, absolutely.
So we've got these two girls right in the mix. Lottie leading by 1. These two girls nearly drove the screen, didn't they?
They were 3 nice shots, weren't they?
My word, look at all 3 of them together. There's nothing between them, is there? This is absolutely incredible golf.
Look at this setting as well with this weather. It's so good, isn't it?
I think their combined age, Luke, is probably younger than me.
And me.
Doesn't it make you sick?
Oh, it just makes me happy. I just love to watch it.
I tell you what, it's the future of golf is in very good hands, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly is.
Everybody just enjoying this Saturday afternoon sunshine as well. It's glorious, isn't it? Can't really think of anything else I'd rather be doing, to be honest. I'd say playing myself, but there's no way I could match this. So
It makes you want to play, and then you get on that first tee and it goes sideways, and you think, okay, I'll leave it to them.
So this is 17 par 4, so we've got a number of birdie putts here.
This hole's obviously played downwind because these players are leaving it very close to the front of the screen, and it's a long hole. edge. She hit a good putt, she knows it.
And she'll tap that away for par. Of course, we've got a big opportunity coming up, haven't we, at 18 as well?
Yeah, definitely birdie / eagle. Oh, they've all missed them.
as well.
They're all on the
Just
same
left.
line. You'd have thought at least one of them had got that up and read off the other two.
Yeah.
In for a par.
Come on, Maggie. I like the way she's just taking her time, you know.
I think she knows how important it is. 2.5 foot.
I blame myself for that.
Commentator's curse.
I mean, you think how exciting, intense this is now. Imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow at this
I'm
time.
not sure my nerves can
Oh.
take it.
Right, we head to 18 then, par 5 to finish, and yeah, plenty of opportunities here. So Luke just says, what are we expecting, Luke, here?
So this is, for me, it's driver all the way, but you know me, I'm always about smashing driver, especially on a par 5. We've got enough ball spotters here. For me, it's centre the fairway, obviously, would be best. But if you hit it up the left in the trees, you've normally always got some sort of line to advance it down to leave yourself a pitch in.
I was going to say, from an untrained eye like mine, it looks quite simple. Just don't go right, and
Do
you'll be
not
all right.
go right. It's very thick on the right-hand side. And you very rarely get a line through the trees. So, yeah, left-hand side of centre, or if anything, even left trees is actually fine. That is perfect. He has absolutely killed that. It's
Oh,
just
look, he even gets
straight
a
down
round
the
of
middle.
applause as well.
It's
What
long
a
as
time
well.
to do it as
Yeah,
well.
Very good.
I tell you, Lottie has got driver out, and I imagine Maggie will follow too. God, race, that was an absolute bomb. Come on.
That's a
Look at
great
that as
drive.
well.
That's way over the top of the hill. That's going to be able to see the green with her second shot, which is a
Another
massive advantage on
big
this
round
hole.
of applause, and I don't want to give commentators curse, but I have to say it. Could the eagle be on?
Now, Ian.
Am I getting a bit overexcited, Luke?
Oh, calm down. You're supposed to be the calm one here.
Another great shot as well, isn't it? Is it gonna? It's gonna make it, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
no
just
problem.
past the right-hand trees there. Probably going to kill it into the bank. That's the only danger there. When you hit it on that line, the bank's a bit steeper.
Yeah.
Tends to stop and doesn't bounce on as long, and so may affect the shot she has into the green. But she's still going to see the maybe the top of the flag when on her second shot.
What a lovely way to finish as well, isn't it? It's obviously it's kind of blind, isn't it? But then you're going to suddenly appear at the top, and then there's the clubhouse.
It's,
And what a lovely clubhouse as well. You've got that veranda. I mean, it must be quite daunting for average Joe golfer teeing off at that first tee.
yeah, it certainly is. I think people's perception of people watching them is often worse than it actually is, because
Yeah.
most people are just concentrating on their own game or their own beer. So,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
But yeah, it certainly does get a few people nervous when they first join the club, but they get used to it.
Oh, mind you, I think that's the same at every club. I mean, we all get nervous, don't we? I mean, I imagine even these players, they might feel a few nerves at the first tee. Certainly tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I think they used to learn how to channel it better than people who, like myself and you, who don't play in competitive environments, tense environments like this. They're used to being in that environment, so they channel it into good golf, whereas it makes me shake and snap hook it.
Yeah, I'd have found these trees on the right, no doubt.
Oh, I'd be left. I'm hook all day long for me. Seen a lot of the left-hand side of this golf course, Ian. Most holes I just play them hook followed by another hook to get it back in play.
I think you're selling yourself a bit short here. I think we might have to get around on.
Oh yeah,
you and I. And,
I can still do a bit,
see.
you know.
Yeah, I can still do it a bit.
Depends what the wager is. Where my pressure point lands.
Give me 36 shots and we'll play a game.
Okay, what about the back nine?
Another 36.
So yeah, we've got Maggie on the right here in the shade. Lottie a little bit further up. It looks like Reese has killed his. I don't know where his has gone, but it was all three of them are fantastically struck.
You know, I could feel the power coming off Reese when he struck that.
I think the anger.
You know, I think it was actually.
Yeah.
And he immediately, I don't know if you picked up on the camera, immediately said, "Oh, I hate this game sometimes."
Yeah.
But you've absolutely crushed the drive, pinpoint to where you want it to be.
I think that's
and
why
I think
he
that's
hates
more the frustration, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
the one he was going for on 16. I think that's what he wanted. I think
Yeah.
That's what he's referencing. Lovely view over the top of this hill to the clubhouse here, isn't it?
I mean, when you get it right, though, it's just the best game in the world, isn't it? It really is.
Oh, there's no better. There's no better. It's hard. It's really, really hard. But that's why we love it. The challenge when you get it right is just so immense.
Absolutely. I can't see from here. Look, you know the course like the back of your hand. Is
It's
that
a good
online?
line. I don't know where the pin is, but it sounded so pure as well.
And he's
Oh.
got a round of applause, so it's obviously
Must be
good.
on the green.
There we go. Could resend this on a high. Let's hope so. It's a round of applause again. Have you ever heard such a sweet sound as that club hitting that ball? My word.
Well, I get to hear it most weeks when me and Lottie are on the driving range. Actually, it's a pleasure. But yeah, you're right. I mean, all three of these players are absolutely flushing it.
great one as well.
Lovely. All three of them dealt with the slope here really well. This ball below your feet hanging by quite a bit, and they all managed their approach. All three of them seem to just use the slope to allow it to fade towards that back right pin.
Fantastic stuff. And of course, both of these bunkers are really in play, aren't they? In fact, we saw quite a lot yesterday. We spent a bit of time down at 18, and a lot of people finding themselves in trouble in that front right one there.
Yeah, the second shot, if you're going for it in 2, that's probably the better leave, regardless of where the pin is. If the pin is where it was yesterday, which is left-hand side, if you go in that left-hand bunker or even left of that left-hand bunker, you're basically not making up and down. Yeah. And you've got a potential for making a bogey if you get a bit too cute with it. You can see one on the front edge of the green here, one on the back left. I can't see the third, so let's hope the third one's okay. It's great to see the girls chatting and still enjoying their company in a tense situation like this, isn't it?
It is, and of course they played together yesterday as well, so they had a real chance to get to know each other.
And the practice ground. And the practice round as well, plus they're on the squad members in the England squad, so you know it's a good pairing for both of them, I think.
Oh, there was one playing on and one a bit further back as well.
Oh, that's it. So they've all hit great shots there.
So these are all eagle opportunities here.
Want one of those houses, Ian?
I love that one.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Got a spare £1,000,000 to lend me.
And then some.
Yeah.
Very good from there. It's a long way away, wasn't it?
It's very difficult. People forget that. The ball's had to travel a long way.
I think if you say to anyone, I'm going to give you 4.5 foot for birdie on every hole, you'd take it. It's when you're on the green and you've got a long putt, you think 4.5 foot isn't good, but actually it's fine because it's a very makeable putt.
4.5 foot for bogey every hole.
Yeah. You're a bit of a pessimist, Ian.
No, I just know my game.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's a good pace as well.
Even closer as well. Go on.
Yes, what a putt.
Luke.
Sorry, I'm getting excited here, Ian.
Fair play, get excited.
Oh, eagle for Lottie, fantastic. Oh my goodness, in front of all those people. What a way to finish her round. What a comeback, Ian.
It is, isn't it?
After that triple bogey, she's got it back. Got all those 3 shots up. Yeah,
She's
fantastic.
wiped it out. Brilliant. That's how you do it.
What a two
Yeah,
putt.
lovely.
Very good, Reese. Very good. I'm getting emotional here, Ian. It's only
See your eyes welling up.
36 holes. That's the hay fever.
It's the sun in your eyes, squinting.
Yes. Wow, what a
Lovely
finishing
stuff.
hole.
Especially with grab a quick there. But Luke, thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate you being with us today. And of course, we'll catch up tomorrow as well. Let me just grab the girls very, very quickly. Maggie, Lottie, you've been treating us to some exhibition golf out there. Lottie, I heard about 12, but what a way to finish that was. The eagle puts you right to the top of the scoreboard. You must be delighted.
Yeah, it was definitely. Came back after triple, 3 under, so got a level par back 9 in the end. So
That's
it
how you
was
do
okay,
it. Incredible front nine, Maggie. Thank you very much, Lottie. Maggie, it's great to see you again, by the way.
Yeah, you
You're right up there in the mix, aren't you?
I
Just been
am.
quietly getting about. Of all these people around, it's been quite nerve-wracking having a big crowd following you.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, it has been nerve-wracking, but it's been quite nice just to have people actually, want to come out and watch.
Yeah.
So I saw it as quite like a support thing.
Yeah.
I was a bit stressed over the last putt because I never shot in the 60s before, so that was my first time shooting in the 60s.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It won't be the last, I can
It
tell you that.
won't be the last. But yeah, I really enjoyed everyone coming around watching.
Fantastic. You look like you've got great atmosphere with Lottie as well.
Oh,
I'll let you go
definitely.
because I think we've got the rules
Thank
official
you
might
very
want you.
much.
Thanks, Maggie. There we go. Right, what a way to finish that was. Although the day's not quite over just yet, let's get out of the way because we do have the group behind coming through as well. The day's not quite finished just yet. We're going to break this broadcast off. What a way that was. Lottie Woad, Eagles 18 to go to the top of the leaderboard of the English Under-18 Championship. She will be back tomorrow. Maggie Whitehead will be back tomorrow. I just double-checked the score with Reece Stewart, but he also birdied 18 as well. We've been treated to some of the best golf I think I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not exaggerating either. Save this video. You're going to have to watch it back again and again and again. Don't forget, we will be back live tomorrow for day 3 of the English Under-18 Championship. It's not quite over yet. We're just going to pause for a little bit and then we will come back and just let you know who has made the cut and how the lie of the land looks heading into day 3 tomorrow. We'll see you.